Hey VC, Gary's Vinyl Dungeon here. I want to do another recent finds video. I've been buying so many records, and I was going to hold off because I just did too, but there's too many piled up that I had to get them done, or I would have been doing 3 or 4 videos. But this is stuff that I bought 3 from Walmart. And I got 2 other piles from 2 different record stores. One, which I've mentioned many times, Rest in Peace record store. And another one, it's down in a antique mall down in Emmitsburg, Maryland, which is about 20 minutes down the road. I usually, when I get stuff out of the one in Emmitsburg, it's hard to find any that's any good. Most of them are always scratched to hell and back. And when I walked in there and found actually some that were in decent shape, not quite BG plus, but just light scratches that play pretty good. I actually found quite a bit. But anyway, let's get to it. I'll do the 3 new ones that I bought from Walmart first. Adele, 25. I have a couple of her other albums. I like listening to Adele. She's got a fantastic voice. Like this album a lot. Next one, I had 2 other copies of this, but I wanted a new copy. And this is from wearevinyl.com. It's a Walmart, but it's Simon and Garfunkel Greatest Hits. It's got all their good songs on it, and it's a good album. But, and the next one, Human Touch, Bruce Springsteen, and they came out. I mean, he came out with 2 albums on the same day, 2 releases. There was Human Touch and Lucky Town. I have Lucky Town. I bought on eBay off of import CD website, but great album, great sounding album too. This is a We Are Vinyl pressing, and sounds fantastic. It's a double album, but it's not a gatefold, just 2 separate albums. No color vinyl or nothing, but there's some great songs on this album. Like I said, I have the other one that came out too. It's supposed to be here Wednesday. But now the first pile here this is ones I got from Rest in Peace Records. It's Chuck's. The guy's a real nice guy, very knowledgeable. But the first one here is Grateful Dead in the Dark album. I ordered a couple off of eBay too of Grateful Dead. One's the Greatest Hits, the black album with the skeleton on the cover. And what was the other one? I forget the other one. Anyway, that's the way my brain works. But I haven't listened to this one yet. But I ran into this album, and I was actually hoping to find it because I'm a big Bryan Adams fan. But this is his first album. He actually recorded this, I think, in October of '79, and it wasn't released until January of '80. This, but good album. Listen to it. It's good songs on there. This one here I bought just on a whim. It was kind of a blind buy. Never heard of them. And I figured it's the best of Tramps, so I figured what the hell, but it's kind of like disco music, which is not my thing. But part of music history, I guess. But like I said, it's called The Best of the Tramps. Disco Inferno, The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia, cover song, obviously. But yeah, it's just not my cup of tea. Sometimes you win when you buy blind buys, and sometimes you don't. And that was kind of what don't. Okay, here's my next one. It's Tommy James and the Shondells, I Think We're Alone Now album. I can remember listening to them. I actually seen them live with the Beach Boys back in the 60s. I forget, probably 68 or something. I don't know. But they actually sound pretty good live when you go to see them. They put on a pretty good show. Now the next one, Traffic, Last Exit. Not my favorite Traffic album, but it's not too bad. It's on United Artists. Yeah, it's got a little, you know how they do the cutout on the corners. But I've heard two different stories about saw marks and cutouts, corners and stuff. One was they were demos sent to different radio stations. And another story I heard was, and maybe they might be both true, is that when record stores had dollar albums, they would put a saw mark in them. I don't know. And who I heard that from was the guy that owns the record store, so maybe he's right. Of course, they could both be right. Yardbirds. It's called Little Games. Everybody see that? It's kind of a cool looking album cover. But it's on Epic Records. And here's a group I'm starting to become a fan of. I've got 2 or 3 of these, I think, now. But Krokus. Just bought my first Krokus album a couple months ago, and I liked it. And now when I see them out, I pick them up. This one's called Change of Address. And this is on Arista. But I'll listen to it. It sounds good. Good album. Next one, everybody has this. Beck. Everybody knows about this album now. This is probably one of his best albums, in my opinion. But you know what? When I started listening to Beck, he almost sounds like Rod Stewart. I don't know, for some reason. As soon as I hear him, that's what comes to my head. Is he's, sounds a lot like Rod Stewart. Here's the Nazareth album I got, and I think this was like their 5th or 6th album. I don't know. I have so many albums of Nazareth. I think I have about 18, 19 albums of theirs. I like Nazareth. It's called Close Enough for Rock and Roll. But I played this one, and it sounds good. I love all the songs on it. Just a big fan of theirs. Here's a nice find. This was Jackson Browne's first album. Saturate Before Using. Somebody put a sticker on this thing. It was here, and they tried to take it off, and it took the paper off. But the album is perfect. But yeah, this is on Asylum Records, white label. But another good one. This was. I have this album on 180. It's the reprint. But this one here has got a little bit of cover issues, but the record itself is perfect. And this is So. Peter Gabriel. Everybody knows this album. I think this is one of his better or best albums. Geffen Records. Here's one I picked up. I have never seen this album out, and I've had other early Beatle albums, and I've never seen this one. Let's see. This is from 1962, Hamburg, Germany. It's called At the Star Club in Germany, but it's a double album. Not a gatefold, but just a double album. But, I haven't even listened to this yet. I've had, when you buy so many records like I do, it's hard to get them all listened to. Okay. Face the Music, Electric Light Orchestra. I'd never seen this album out in the wild, so I picked it up. Haven't played it yet, so I'm not quite sure. This is on Jet Records. Jet record label. But I'll have to listen to that. Here's another Beck album. Flash. It's on Epic. Another, well, two more Krokus albums. One's called Hardware. It's on Arista. I don't know which one I listened to. I listened to one of these. I forget which one I listened to. But anyway, this one's called Headhunter. I thought it was a pretty cool cover. But like I said, it's on Arista. Perfect shape too. Even the cover's perfect. Okay, next group is Outlaws, Lady in Waiting. I've seen Outlaws live a few times. I like them. They sound really good live. Of course, that was a long time ago when I was young and dumb. This is kind of funny. I found this album, and I had never heard of the group until I found one a couple weeks ago. And Andrew from Tales of the Great pointed it out to me, and I hadn't even played it yet, and that it was Todd Rundgren, and it's Naz. But I've seen another one, and it's, like I say, all the times I went into record stores to find a Naz, two of them, and within 2 weeks is kind of odd to me. I don't know. But that one, I think this is the title album. This must be their debut album. Yeah, because I don't see a title. The edge is too worn. The album cover itself is not in real good shape. But I don't know how people can trash an album cover and the record still be in perfect shape. Drives me crazy. Here's another one by Traffic. It's just called Traffic. I guess this is early Traffic. If you can see that. Oh, Island record label. Kind of cool looking label. Haven't listened to that yet. Okay. Next one, another Outlaws album called Playing to Win. This is kind of a wild looking cover. Got a mask going for some reason. On Arista. But like I said, anytime I pick up, I see Outlaw albums that I don't have, I pick up. Marshall Tucker Band. I've seen these guys live a lot. They live in I believe they're from either North or South Carolina. South Carolina, I think. Anyway, I used to go to Myrtle Beach Bike Week every year, probably 8-10 years in a row. Go crazy for a week. It was a blast. But at the I don't know what you would call it, but they had a venue there that was right near a mall, and that's where they used to play every year during Bike Week, and I used to go watch them. So this is on Warner Brothers, and I haven't listened to this one yet, so don't know what that one's all about yet. Rod Stewart Faces Live album, Coast to Coast, Overture, and Beginners. I've never seen this album, so when I seen it and it was Faces, I picked it up. I like Rod Stewart when he was in Faces. I don't even know how many albums they even made. This is a Red Mercury label. Okay, what we got here? Okay, this was a good find. I had to pay up for this one a little bit. I've never seen this out in the wild, and I'm a Beach Boys fan. So, Little Deuce Coupe, Beach Boys. And like I said, I had to pay up for it, but it's in perfect shape. I mean, it's like mint condition. I hate to use that word. I don't even when Discogs. I never put anything mint. Even when I buy a brand new album, I put near mint because there's always scratch, light scratches on them or some kind of mark in the cover from shipping. And that, speaking of that, Bruce Springsteen album I got, it's got a big long scratch. It goes across the whole record. But it was just a little bit of surface scratch. As soon as I got it, I went, man. And that one was from Amazon. And I played it, and I didn't hear anything in it, thank God. But the scratches there, just aggravates you when you buy a brand new album and it's scratched. Okay, this is Eric Burdon and the Animals. The Twain Shall Meet. Never seen this album out in the wild either. And as soon as I seen it, I picked it up. I recognized him on the picture, and I knew it was Eric Burdon. And but I've never seen this album. Yeah, and it's on the MGM. But I haven't listened to this yet. So, like I said, I got so many here. I've been trying to catch up, and computer's going off. There's another group I like. I always liked them, Dr. Hook. But this is Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show. It's kind of cool album. I played this one already, and this is pretty good. I think I got a couple of them. Yeah, here's another one, Dr. Hook. Pleasure and Pain. Kind of cool looking. This is on Blue Capital. Okay, here's two I picked up that I was really surprised to see. Humble Pie, Eat It. Trying to find a good copy of this was tough, and I finally found one that was in really BG plus condition, and I went for it. But you guys all know this album. But there's something about when you go out and you find an album you've been looking for, and you find it, and it's, even if the cover's not in perfect shape, the record is. It just, you get a good feeling. I guess that's all part of the vinyl collecting rush, I guess you'd call it. Another Humble Pie. On to Victory. It's got a zero plane on it, like was out in World War II. But this is on Atco, which is a pretty cool looking record label. Another Humble Pie. Okay. Here's one. Jefferson Starship. I have quite a bit of Jefferson Airplane and Jefferson Starfish. Freedom at Point Zero, which I thought this was a pretty cool looking cover. And this is a gatefold. But I haven't even opened it up yet to check it. I usually clean my records right before I play them and then put them on the turntable. But here's a record I got. Another one. This is the last one, guys. Kansas Mosque. I guess that's how you pronounce it. But covers in kind of rough shape. It's got some ring wear, heavy on the top there. But the vinyl's in perfect shape, so I've never heard of this album. And I'm a Kansas fan, so don't know how this one passed me by. But a lot of good pickups, in my opinion, because I liked them or I wouldn't have bought them. But, okay, guys, it's St. Patty's Day. Don't get too drunk today. But I got to head out to my grandson's birthday party. I believe he's 16. Yep, 16. But anyway, I got to head out there around 3. It's 10 of 11 here on the East Coast. And you guys have a great day.